Good afternoon from Raleigh, North Carolina. I am waiting for my youngest child to come back. Just in case you are wondering, um, you know, two of the four of the people who live in this house are in Wisconsin, so they're having a good time there. But anyway, I'm waiting for my youngest child. So I was thinking, what do I want to talk about today? And whatever it is, it's not going to compete with that dog farting in the microphone. Did you see that? That stuff was hilarious. I don't I don't know. Anyway, if you watch, you watch. You know. But I was thinking somewhere between talking about the upland South. A lot of people don't know the real definition of that. Or just me going to the dentist. But I thought since I had gone to the dentist today, and I know you're probably wondering about that. Let's talk about that. So, as a child, I grew up quite poor. Um, I didn't go to the dentist as a child. Now, luckily, my children do. And their mother does. But but I don't. I haven't gone to the dentist or I didn't. Matter of fact, I believe the first time I even got to a dentist, I was maybe 22 years old, and that really wasn't a dentist. That was a dental hygienist at the University of New Mexico. They had a dental hygienist school. So I believe I was probably about 26 when I got to the dentist. And as you can tell, caused some problems, didn't it? Well, I remember I had to go to a dentist, a special dentist, because of this. Um, and this was in 2003 in Lubbock, Texas. I'm not going to give you the name of the dentist, although Lubbock is a mid-sized city. It's not a small town. So if I gave it to you, you probably wouldn't know who it is, right? Charlotte's a large city, not a mid-sized city. Lubbock is a mid-sized city, not a small town. But at any rate, I went there, and oh man, first of all, dude was pulling out stuff that I just don't believe he had to pull out. There was nothing wrong with my wisdom teeth. Yanked those out, and as you can tell, he did a little bit of work in the front too. And and man, I don't know how much money I spent with that. It sucked. Excuse my language. But to make it a little worse, well, actually, to make it a little better, he gave me the drugs, Vicodin, which I did not abuse. Amazingly, I didn't abuse that. That stuff was, oh man. I mean, I don't know what heaven is like, but it was. I believe in heaven. I just don't know. But boy, that sure made things feel all right a little bit. But at any rate, but for the most part, I was in intense pain. I mean, pain. And I remember I went to a class. As a matter of fact, a friend of mine remembers this because this was the first class we had together, I believe. It was social history, childhood. So we had to bring toys and stuff to school as PhD students. But at any rate, so I went to class and he thought I'd gotten beaten up. I looked so bad. And then to make matters worse, I was like, well, you know what? I'm going to be a professor to the end. I taught classes too. So I was teaching my class. I was giving an exam. I was in so much pain. I was on the floor. My back was to the floor. My head was to the floor. And I still had students who were hardcore still asking me questions. Not done. Although eventually someone sat in for me because, I looked ridiculous. Then we had the Phi Alpha Theta. That is the History Honor Society. With the Phi Alpha Theta, what did we do? I think we did mini golf. Hey, I tried, but I was in pain. And they had to drag me from that. I was in such a haze. There was this one person that I met. I didn't even remember meeting her. And I don't know what it was, but then subsequently it took me a few times to remember who the heck she was. But man, that was sufferable. And so you can imagine when I went to the dentist today, I just have trouble with dentists. I mean, I like this guy, but I just remember this one dude who I'm not saying necessarily ripped me off, but there were a few things that he took out that I don't believe should have been taken out. And on top of that, I was struggling. I mean, like I said, I was in so much pain, past couple of days. Like I said, I had to leave the putt early. Who knows? They may have had pizza or something. Or wings. Remember buffalo wings? Remember we should have those? Good old days. Anyway, take care, folks. That's my time, and goodbye.